I'd like to say good morning to everyone. It is a pleasure to be here today, to be on this distinguished panel here to talk about something that is both dear to my heart and to my pocketbook. Production, agriculture, and food. As for state, I'm a member of the Federation of Southern Cooperatives, which is an association of many small cooperatives from Texas to South Carolina. Our membership are basically made up of black farmers, but we do have Native American, Hispanic, and white members. When we talk about power, most of us here in the South equate power with land ownership. The ability to have a piece of land where you can control your own destiny, grow your own food, control your seeds. That's being very hard to do in today's economy. I grow commercial vegetables, and I sell to commercial companies. And most of those companies require me to buy their variety. So if I'm going to sell yellow squash or zucchini squash to U.S. Food Service Cisco Systems, I'm required to buy certain types of seeds. Without those varieties, they won't buy it. So now the question here is power. Who have it? Who control it? What can we do to change the system? I think power comes in two forms, money and numbers of individuals. Except for one or two in here, I won't call no names, we don't have much money. So we have to build a movement of thousands and thousands of people that are concerned about where their food comes from. I think that every person on this earth is entitled to good, clean, wholesome food, fresh air, and fresh water. So as a small farmer here, not too far from here, and I depend upon this city for a number of my sales. What I grow and produce is sold in this city, through the farmers market, through the restaurants, through the institution. But what can we do? I think today we are at a turning point. I know, well, I'm going way back, 30 years ago. The first time I delivered a load of produce to the biggest city inside the state of Mississippi, Chicago, Illinois. Because so many people up there is connected to Mississippi. On 4400 Closter Street, we were selling watermelon, peas, and okra on a vacant lot in 1978. So we continue that effort. So what we're talking about here is new, but at the same time it's old. How can we get food to the people that really need it? And at the same time, how can you help farmers such as myself maintain a farming operation where it can be profitable and where the land can be passed on to another generation? So we all have to work together, the consumer in the city, us on the farm, those in the middle, where we can produce high quality food and deliver it to the one that need it at a fair price. In the Federation of Southern Cooperatives, our membership is made up of all type of farmers. We have cotton farmers, we have rice farmers, we have soybean farmers, we have watermelon farmers, we have free-range chicken farmers, but at the same time we have farmer contract to Tyson. We have pig farmers on the contract to Smithfield. At the same time we have farmers growing free-range pork. So the question is, how can we bring about a power change in this food industry? What can we all do? All of us here are bound by one cord, and that we all have to eat. Although some of us eat a little more than the rest of us, and we should. But we have that in common. And being here today is strengthening the movement. I think I had opportunity several years ago to attend one of those Kellogg's funders meetings. I mean, 10 years ago, I go some years. And at that time, it was Kellogg was trying to go to move at least 10% of the food in this country through alternative markets. And that was several years ago. I think we didn't quite make 10%, but we made a big commitment. We have really improved. The number of farmer markets is exploding over the state of Mississippi. And you know, Mississippi we don't have any urban areas. So every crossing the road now want a farmer's market. Well, every time in a little town with one red light want a farmer's market. But the problem is no more small farmers. Either you're a big farmer or you're a little bitty farmer. Those in the middle have been squeezed out. So you have a number of towns in Mississippi and Louisiana and Alabama calling our cooperative office, wanting farmers to come to a farmer's market. Well, the farmer's market, the three we trying to support is putting us in a terrible strain. But I think if we continue the movement, we continue to work together, we continue to strive together, we meet the goal of changing the way power is structured in this country. There's two upcoming events coming up. One is in Washington, D.C. on December the 8th, antitrust hearing. There have been about 4 over the country about the consolidation of the food industry. At least this administration has had hearings all over the country, and that would be the final hearing in Washington, D.C. And also during that same week, all roads will lead to Cancun for the climate change. And by being a part of La Viva Campesino, we will have membership there to understand that as small farmers, and I end with this quote, we as small farmers, we cool the earth. We do not pollute the earth. Thank you.
Hi, we're going to hear from Gerardo Reyes now.